Hello everyone, I'm Coastal Alien. Welcome back to my corner of the galaxy. Today I will be showing you guys my preferred method for completing the Battle-Hardened challenge in the Master Chief Collection. This is where you complete 2 campaign missions on Legendary difficulty. So my preferred method is by playing the Pillar of Autumn, the very first mission of Halo Combat Evolved. Of course, it will be on Legendary difficulty. The skulls that I turn on the Grunt Funeral Skull, where grunts will explode after they die. And I turn on the Boom Skull, which increases the radius of explosions. With these 2 skulls, it makes it a lot easier getting through this mission, because if you keep your distance, you can actually use the grunts to do the heavy lifting for you. I always turn on Grunt Birthday Party because it's fun, why not? I highly recommend having the Pinata Skull on. If you hit any enemies, you'll probably want to hit elites. You don't really want to hit grunts, because they'll blow up on you pretty quickly. But if you can melee attack some of these elites with the Pinata Skull on, they'll drop grenades, and these grenades can be quite useful. Alright, let's do this.
Come on, we've got to get the hell out of here!
Positions Alpha through Sierra. Sensors show
This way!
inbound Covenant boarding craft. Stand by to repel boarders.
So the skull that affects the blast radius, it affects these other explosions too, these environmental explosions. So you'll want to be really careful with that. There'll be another one up here on the right. Let's go up and back up a little bit. There's usually a plasma grenade here that goes off. Yeah, there it is. You want to be careful when you get here because of that. Alright, I just let these blast doors close so these guys can't shoot at me. And we'll just continue on with the mission as normal. Yeah, no, I'm going. Get out of my way. Yeah, you want to be careful because you can still get hit. And because this is on Legendary, their aim is better and they do more damage, so you're going to want to be careful with where you're going.
Captain Keys.
Captain Keys.
Don't keep it loaded, son. You'll have to find ammo as you go.
I always like this updated board. Cute little cat. We'll get here and we'll have ammo. So just try to go for headshots on these grunts if you can. And let them blow up. The key is to not rush. This can be one of the harder parts.
Those Marines could use some help, Chief. Do what you do best.
But that went pretty well. There's usually a grunt over here that blows up. Sometimes it gets the elites, sometimes it doesn't. There we go, I got a plasma grenade. You want to be really careful when these grunts start throwing grenades. One thing to look out for is if you have a large group of grunts and one of them blows up, it kills the others. Sometimes there are delayed explosions. Sometimes a grunt will explode the others will go flying, and one of them might explode. They all go flying again, and then another explodes. So when you have large groups of grunts like that, take it really slow. Don't rush. So when we get here, there's going to be an elite. He's usually a red elite, but you want to hit him in the back if you can. You want to act quickly because he will turn around and notice you if you don't act fast enough. I usually switch to the assault rifle because it's a little, I feel like it's easier for me to hit my melee just right.
What the hell? Did something just hit us?
Alright, you're gonna have some grunts come out of here. You want to shoot just one. There you go, and back up. And that's some of those delayed explosions I was telling you about. They'll come in here and grab an overshield.
They're using our lifeboat airlocks to attach their boarding craft.
This part can
We
go
go out
either
and they
way.
come in.
Sometimes it's pretty easy to get the grunt. There we go. Other times, sometimes my Marines run ahead of me and they're like, "Hey, we're over here," and the elite knows I'm here, and it's a little harder, but it worked out pretty well that time. If you need to, if you got them, just chuck a grenade down the hallway, and that'll do it too. But if you can, I recommend just hitting the grunt and backing up. Usually they don't run into this hallway like that. Usually everybody stays down the hallway and I just throw my own grenade, but there are quite a few this time. So there are usually grunts in this hallway right here. Again, there were several, so some of these explosions will be delayed, so you want to be on the lookout for that. But like I said, with Grunt Funeral and Boom on, these grunts are going to do a lot of the legwork for you. You just have to be really careful when you advance. So there will be 2 more overshields here. We still have a little bit of my first one. I'll probably lose that in a minute, and I'll be running back here to grab another one of those. So we'll see. You know, wait for some grunts to come running out of here. Okay, looks like I won't be needing to run back to grab that other overshield, but if you do run out of your overshield and you go to run back to grab the other one, do it before you advance beyond this point. You'll be getting to an area with stairs in a minute. Once you reach that area, this door, it's either this door or that door, will lock behind you and you won't be able to get the overshield. So if you need to grab that overshield, do that first and then come back. Like it might close now. Yep, there it is. This part is the most challenging part for
Covenant,
me.
on the landing above us.
Once you kill at least one enemy up here, this door to the left will begin to open. It doesn't open until you kill at least one enemy above you. Get a headshot on the grunt, it'll kill that elite. And take this part slowly. Try to aim for the grunts so they can blow up. And it'll, if you're lucky, it'll help take out at least some of those elites. Come on, grunts, don't be shy. Here we
Keep
go.
your head down. There's 2 of us in here now, remember?
If you need to, just back up and recharge your shields and go at it again. There we go. As with a while ago, remember to take your time and be wary of the delayed explosions. There will be some more grunts and elites down this hallway. Try to aim for the grunts. If you need to, you can always chuck a grenade down the hallway. Just be wary of how many grenades you have. You don't want to use up all of them and then not have any when you really need them. I think here there will be a grunt and 1 or 2 elites with them. Aim for the grunt, and if you're lucky, it'll take out the elites too. That part can be a little hard if the elites notice you before you can get the grunt and they run ahead. So if you need to, that's an area where you could probably have a grenade ready. But try to get the jump on that grunt first if you can. And grab that health pack.
The life
Few
pods are
grunts
launching.
down here, just shoot one, and it'll take care of the others.
The Covenant are destroying the life pods. They really don't want us on that ring. Warning, blast doors closing. We have to use the ship's maintenance access ways. Follow the nav point, it will lead you to an opening.
I will hook a left here, another left, take a right, and another left, another right. You can throw a grenade here, or you can just shoot one of the grunts. I'll just shoot one of the grunts. Surprise! And we'll just wait a minute for the fireworks to settle. Hey y'all, is everybody dead? Alright, so there's going to be an elite in this hallway. He can be a little challenging if this is your first time playing on Legendary, or if you don't do this very often. But if you've got a lot of practice doing this, then he's not too bad.
It looks like the Covenant.
Hey y'all. Yeah, you're trying to get me while I was napping, weren't you? Yeah. Alright. There's going to be an elite at the end of that hallway there. What I like to do is I just chuck a grenade at him, and then I get his attention. I let the grenade and the environmental explosions do the rest. This area, you want to be really careful with the grunt explosions and the environmental explosions. There'll be a few grunts here on the right. I think the grunts already exploded. I did get caught in an environmental explosion. As you can see, it took my shields down quite a bit. So you want to be careful for that in this area. When you go in this hallway here, there's going to be a grunt directly on your right. So try to headshot him and then back up. Hey. Now, sometimes there's this weird thing where a grunt won't explode until he's already been seen on your screen. When you get here, there's going to be a grunt on this right side here. Usually I have to walk up here before he explodes or if I shoot him, but this time he actually exploded before that. But that doesn't always happen. Sometimes after you kill his first grunt and he explodes, you have to come up here, then back up really quickly and the other explodes. So you want to be very careful on that part. Yes! We'll just throw a grenade there. And wait for the fireworks to settle. Advance cautiously. Yeah, don't mind my horrible skill. Never said I was that good at this. That's why I'm showing you guys easy ways to do this. So there are usually a lot of enemies here, but it looks like they already blew up. But it's the same strategy. When you get here, try to kill one of the grunts first, or just chuck a grenade if you need to. There'll be probably a couple grunts in this hallway. One there. So coming up on the last part of the mission, I like to grab the frag grenades here, the fragmentation grenades, because they're a little easier to throw better in this part. Usually I only have to toss one, and then fireworks take care of the rest. Nice. We'll just jump on over, run over here.
One last light. Quickly, get aboard before it launches.
And there you go. You have completed a mission on Legendary.
Now would be a
Get
very
your
good
ass in
time to
there.
leave.
And as you can see, there we go, Battle-Hardened. This also helps with the narrative navigator, because we played on Legendary. This actually gives us more advancement on that challenge. You play on higher difficulties, it gives you more. But there you go. That's my preferred method of completing Battle-Hardened. I'll just run through this again and get my 2 missions for that challenge. And as you can see, well, once you get used to doing this, you'll get better at it and you can clear it faster. I did it in about 15 minutes. I think the fastest I've ever cleared this was about 12 minutes when I was just speed running to see how fast I could actually do it. Don't worry about trying to get through it quickly. Just play it safe. As you get better at doing it, then you'll be able to do it faster. This is actually one of my preferred methods for each week for getting Narrative Navigator, since I only have to run through this twice, and that'll give me all 8 missions for that. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Remember, if you'd like to join the invasion, then be sure to like and subscribe.